All right, Big Man, today is Tuesday. It's April 8th. Welcome to the Dog Walk, presented by Barstool Sports, Snake Draft Tuesday. We are joined in studio by Hank, joined on Zoom by Dana Beers. Today is the Darty draft, as you saw in the title. Out of the gate, there has been a request for a category shift, so you're the only one who hasn't heard it yet, so you could weigh in. Is that what you were going to bring up?
No, I was going to say the last time me and Dana were on a podcast together, it was so bad it's never aired.
Wait,
So
what was that?
They cut that?
I don't know. It's never come out. We just recorded it.
What was the show?
It's Drop a Pin. Maybe it'll come out. I think it's just like I've kind of understand it, but I think it's like one of those like they're really waiting until they need something. Like it's in the back. We're in the back of the bullpen.
Yeah, well it was just us.
It's the 4th of July episode.
No, it's me and Dana talking about our hometown, which like is
We just
interesting
talked about
too.
like the intricacies of each of our towns for like an hour. That would appeal to a
How
couple
far
thousand people.
away are your hometowns?
They're right next
Next
to
to
each
each
other.
other.
Like right next to each other?
What,
So
it's
it's a
situated in what?
Sandwich.
Situate,
There's
Hingham, and then
one town
Donnie's
in
from the
between
town next to me too. So
Oh,
Situate.
huh?
an extremely niche episode.
There was a pretty good football player that came out of there that went to Northwestern a few years ago.
Yeah, Joe Gaziano.
Yep, he's in the league.
Stud. Yeah,
Is he right now?
he's
like been
practiced.
back and
I think
forth.
he bounces back and forth.
Yeah.
Good
Wait,
guy.
so it's April. What month did you guys record that in?
like 3 months ago. 3 months ago.
It's a pilot episode. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe January.
You said you're from Sandwich?
I don't know where I'm from.
We can't
I grew
do
up
this
in
again.
Sandwich for 14 years, and then I moved to Hingham, Mass when I was 15. So I went to high school in Hingham, so I just say Hingham.
Fair.
Yeah. That's,
So what's the rule change?
So so for people listening, if you're like Darty draft, what the fuck is that? Obviously, Darty means day party. 5 subcategories here: jersey that you would wear at a Darty, location, song, drink, and then we had worst guy. Chief suggested swapping worst guy for a drinking game.
I agreed with that.
I'm fine with that.
I said okay, but I would like to hear what. The only reason I was kind of against it is because worst guy was the hardest one,
Yeah.
and I thought really hard on it. So I'm like, fuck, now I won't get to use him.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Worst guy is definitely more. You got to be better with the worst guy, but
Yes.
See, I don't think there's really worse guys that are specific to day drinking. It's just if it's like a
That guy sucks
all-encompassing-
no matter what.
I do.
Whenever
I
he's
think there are a few that are specific to like that guy's. This is a day drinking guy, and this is the issue with him.
Eddie, it's okay to be wrong every now and then.
I'm wrong all the time, and I admit when I'm wrong. But I told you my reasoning for, and because we have I think Hank was on the outdoor games draft. Yeah, granted that was like in 2020.
that's COVID. Yeah.
That was so long ago. So we could swap it then. All right, we could just get into it, I guess.
Do you want to just give us an example of the worst guy that you thought so hard on so it just doesn't get wasted? You can just tell people.
Yeah, so I think there's two worst guys that are pretty specific, and it's a guy who hasn't slept from the night before, and he just is a bag of shit.
Yeah.
He's already too turned on like level 18
Okay.
when everyone's like on a level 4 just trying to ramp it up slowly, and it's like, dude, just get the fuck
Got
away
like
from me.
boogers coming out of his nose.
Yes,
You can smell the vodka on his breath.
that's distinct, Dave. That's pretty distinct.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Okay.
that guy's bad.
Mm.
And I have the guy who doesn't go to sleep after, and you see him like
You took the same guy twice.
No.
That's the same
This
guy.
no, it's not. One guy is from the guy from the night before. The other one is the guy from the same day
You took
that
Nicky
you see
Smokes.
later.
You took Nicky
You
Smokes.
took cokehead, like
Sure, if that's what
cocaine
you wanna
addiction.
say. And I had the pushy drinking games guy.
That was that was what I was thinking too. Like the guy that takes drinking games too seriously.
Yeah, and they're like,
That's why I don't even play him.
sometimes they're great to play. Sometimes it's needed. Sometimes like it's a little too. Like we need something to like focus on and like bring the vibes up.
It's one of those things where I like when it's going on, but I don't ever need to play.
I don't ever want to play beer pong again.
I like playing drinking games and take him seriously if it's like we're playing drinking games and take him seriously. But I don't think doing it at a day party. It's just a day party. Who cares? Like.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like a random night and it's just like 8 guys and you're just like taking drinking games seriously, that's fun. But doing it at a day party, not the place.
Yeah, and you're just not in the mood for all the time. And then I had the shot guy who's like It's like, dude, no, this is a build. Like you're trying to build.
Took White Sox Dave.
Not as much during a shot. That's like
party.
That's
You're a shot
leading
guy.
into the night though.
And I guess this one could blend, but as the guy who brings drinks that aren't as good and replaces them in the cooler with ones that are better, and he drinks those.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, those are good picks.
Thanks. Yeah,
Right.
now you see why I wanted to keep
honorable
it.
mentions.
Yeah.
I see why I
Great
wanted to
honorable
keep it.
mentions.
But what about a bad DJ? That ever come across your
But
desk?
that's
Bad DJs could be anywhere. That's to
Yeah.
Dave's point. Like that could be a night party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these are kind of Darty specific. All right, let's do order. Beers. Lance has 1 through 5 behind his back. What is it?
3.
No.
Hank.
2.
No.
Chief.
1.
No.
Dave.
4.
4.
I've actually been thinking about where I'd want to go. I want to go 5th.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think I want to go 5th for this one.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
1 through 4 to me. I'm gonna say 1.
1.
Got it.
Whoa.
I'll take 2. 1 or 2, Dana.
2.
No.
Chief.
3.
Wait. Didn't
1
you
or
say
3. 1 or 3. 1 through 3. Sorry.
All right. Well,
First
it
time
wasn't.
I've
It
ever
wouldn't have
done
been 3 either.
All right.
How do you know?
Hank.
Yeah. Well, because I didn't even have that as an option. I guess you know.
He said 1.
Yeah. So it would be 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd 1.
All right,
Yeah.
1. What do you want? 1, 3, or 4? Never before seen.
Nobody.
I'll go 1. I mean, how many? Gotta take the number 1 pick when you can get it. Just at any point in life.
Dana, 1 or 2?
2.
Yeah.
Give me 4 or 3.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What about
All right.
All right, so the order is Hank, Eddie, I'm all fucked up.
Hank, Ed, Dana, Chief, Dave.
Dana, Chief, Dave, yeah. See what happens if we scratch my category. Hey, before we get going, though, I want to talk about my friends at Game Time. Baseball is back. There's nothing like getting to a baseball game, especially last minute. Lucky for me, I always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. Plus, if you purchase a super deal when buying tickets on April 22nd, Game Time will plan to treat with the proceeds for Earth Day. I was looking at tickets for tonight's Cubs game and tomorrow's Cubs game, Chief.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're talking a 6:40 game. Wrigley, Rangers at Cubs, $2. How is that possible?
I don't know. In
Same
this
thing.
economy,
Yeah, same thing tomorrow. A 120 game, $2.
you have to take advantage of this, and that's what I do kind of all summer long with Game Time. I get home, I live walking distance to the park, I go out of my back deck and decide, you know what, it's a Game Time night for Wrigley Field. That's the plan. I'm gonna do it 15, 20 times this summer.
Crazy. So, what are you waiting for? Go buy those tickets now with Game Time. You can save all that money and put it buy a hot dog, buy a hat, whatever you want. Cracker Jacks, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code DOGWALK for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Create an account. Again, create an account, redeem code DOGWLK for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game Time. Hey guys, DraftKings, the fight for the green jacket is on in Augusta. Get in on all the action at DraftKings Sportsbook for the opening round through the championship Sunday. DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with live betting, player props, and so much more. If you've never bet on golf before, it's easier than you think. Just pick something simple like a golfer to win the tourney and make your pick. It's just that simple. Here's something special for first-timers, new DraftKings customers. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code DOGWALK. That's code DOGWALK for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. All right, Hank, Eddie, Dana, Chief, Dave. Hank, you're up.
So this is for a Darty, a day party. I'm going to go with the 1-1 pick location.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with a lake house with a big yard.
So, how distinct though? What kind of yard were we talking?
A big grass yard.
That slopes
field.
down to the
Yeah.
lake, or does it not have to?
So it's
A
a
You
little
can get to
shitty-
the lake. No, like a
Yeah.
big yard, like somewhere where you have, a big square where you can set up tables, people can drink, you can have, music and people can mill around, but they can also
It has
the
a
lake-
dock, right?
The lake, the lake is accessible.
a lake house backyard.
I
Lake
think
house
that-
with a big yard.
That should be
Okay.
assumed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
because we're taking
Like there's lake houses where you don't have a yard or like a side yard. I'm saying a big yard.
We had family friends that had a upstate New York lake house, and then like two doors down, they had the big yard, and they were always having a better time than us, like 100% of the time. So you need the yard. The yard helps.
Yeah.
there's no point to having without one. I don't think.
Any day drinking, it's better. I think it's like it's better outside. Obviously, I think that's a given, and I think just big space, big open spaces rather than like concealed bar or whatever. Like you want just room for activity.
You're in that house basically to sleep and piss, and even then you're pissing outside once it gets dark.
Yeah.
You know, so give me the big yard, yeah. But I think that's assumed because lake house has big yard, right?
and we're painting a full 5-pick picture of where you, if you're listening, would want to have a beer for the record. But yes, I think a lake house backyard is good. On that note, I'm going to take a college front yard.
Yep.
Good pick.
I think a front yard means more. Like, I think that means people are driving by and they're like, damn, those guys got it all. Like, those guys, they did something that I didn't today, and they're having a better day than I am. If you see people going to the front yard, it's turned up a notch. That's my thoughts. I feel like a backyard could be
So you're
whatever.
just you just want it for the show. You want people to be jealous.
But I think there's certain times where if you're going to put it on another magnitude, the front yard is when you swap from back to front.
In a weird way, it doesn't sound like it should make sense. You sound like you're like, what is
It does make sense.
It
But
does.
this
like
is
it.
how I partied in college. It was in our front yard, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
There is a difference.
There is a difference.
Dana's looking at me like there's not a difference. There's a difference.
This might be easier to get in
there's
trouble.
a difference, but to Hank's point, I think you need room for activities. You don't have as many room.
You
for
got that
activities in a
driveway
front
right
yard.
there. Nice and flat. You can put a folding table on it. You can do whatever you want on that driveway.
But this
I
is
just
like
like a
we're
big open
talking
space.
party though, right? Like we want like there's that's nice for day drinking, like having a couple beers with the boys in the house in the front yard. But like if you want a party, you want 100 people in your front yard.
But even,
You say
Big
this
space.
is frat president Ed speaking.
Yeah.
but I'm telling, even like without numbers, if there's 12 people, like it's still,
Day party, Darty.
it's just under a different lens. It's a different aura. Aura's a big word nowadays, and that's different.
I did. I mean, the reality as I was driving in, I was trying to visualize this and put myself in situations where I have dartied, and it was basically exclusively like the college years. So I think that probably would have been my pick if I didn't do Lake House, the big yard. Like college
Front yard.
and darting is, they go hand in hand.
They do. They do. Fucking Beers is trying to poke holes in here. Like, he doesn't like a front
No,
yard.
I like a big open space. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I defended you, Ed. There are a lot better picks, though. There are a lot better picks, even though I did appreciate this one because it was nostalgic for me.
I appreciate you being a little unbiased, and him actually too, for the first time in weeks.
What was the most amount of people you had in your front yard when you did it in college?
I went to a very small school in the Chicago suburbs, so not many. Maybe 25, 30.
Yeah.
Darty.
But-
That's enough.
yeah.
That's
enough
a
for
big
dart.
25, though.
Yeah.
Like,
25 is a good number.
that's an impactful 25. That's a power
And
fist.
like
25.
that for us, unfortunately, when we would drink in the front yard, it was like in Naperville, so you had to be 21, otherwise you were getting in trouble.
And if you're looking for a small Darty to become a big one, front yard's a place. Because naturally people will see you and they will just come and hang out and come along.
It's inviting.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're looking just to have turn a hangout into a party, a Darty, front yard is a spot. Dana, you're up.
Do I have to go specific on a drink, like a sponsored drink?
I
of
don't-
some
No,
sort?
I don't. You could just say like the vague.
Be as vague as possible.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, be
All
as
right,
vague as
a
possible.
handle. I like walking around with a handle.
Of what kind of alcohol?
Rum?
I mean, like vodka. Just walking.
Fleischmann.
Wait, hold on. Is it a glass handle or is it plastic?
No, plastic.
Plastic.
If we're
Yeah.
talking like
Raspberry
Yeah, if I'm-
Rubinoff.
Yeah, what was
I didn't
everybody's
wanna say it. The last time I said Rubinoff, I got in trouble. But
Why?
in Massachusetts, because we had Pink Whitney at the time. It was a whole thing. But and we still have Pink Whitney. But let's say I'm walking around. I'm 22 years old, and I'm
I
just
mean,
fucking.
this is pre-Pink Whitney.
Yeah. Now it would be Pink Whitney, but back then.
Yeah, I would be walking around, and I would usually be that guy that's like, "Hey, you want a shot?" And I would just pour it down your throat. I wouldn't like force feed it to you, but if I saw someone with a handle, I would say, "Hey, can I get a pull your handle?" So I'm just gonna go with a plastic handle.
You're just carrying it around all day.
I mean,
I love that.
listen, it has its place at the Darty, but to have this your only beverage of choice, your first beverage of choice, is
Data's
crazy.
blacked by 1
That's
o'clock.
so fun though at a Darty though. Yeah, like because it's always like it's circumstantial, and I'm just thinking like being in a big yard and beers rolls up with a plastic handle like that's we're having a good time.
You know what?
Having a good time.
I'd be asking him for a pull.
Yeah.
It's needed, it's necessary, but it's like, I don't know if that's the first thing I want.
Now, I mean,
I'm just trying to put myself in the position of being at a Darty when I'm 21 years old.
is this going to make an appearance at your bachelor party?
We'll see. We'll see where the Pink Whitney's flowing. I don't know.
Yeah, I might have to bring a bottle of Whitney now.
Yeah.
Honestly, Pink Whitney is classier than what I'm envisioning too.
Yes.
Pink Whitney's a step up.
I wish Pink Whitney was around when I was in college.
Yeah.
Like, that would be perfect. But New Amsterdam we'd get all the time because it was always like Burnett's was like one of the cheap ones. And then I was like, oh, why don't you get New Amsterdam for a couple dollars more? It's way better. So, shout out to New Amsterdam. Chief, you're up.
Beers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe beers got to 4.
I can't believe Beers didn't take beers.
Yeah, that was stunning.
He took a handle.
You need to make a statement sometimes. And you would expect me to say beers, but I'm doing a curveball. How about that?
It's a rebrand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dana handles.
The illusion that your whole life, not your life, but like your whole night was changed by 6 more beers was just one of the crazier things if you think about it.
Yeah, who's got $8 to go get a sixer of Ice House?
Oh.
Yeah, beer it's a staple of a dart.
I'm honestly surprised he didn't go first overall.
Honestly, for real.
Could've.
It could have. I think a beer is beer. White Sox, Dave.
It was either beers or seltzers. I got to go seltzers just because everything else after it stinks in terms of darting. But seltzers are great.
I disagree that everything is like there's still
You
some
could
I know, but I'm talking. So there are things that I would start a darty with that I wouldn't just drink continually throughout the entire duration of the darty. I would do that with a seltzer.
There's certain things that are there, kind of like I wouldn't have taken Dana's, but there are certain things that are there at like a college Darty that you're like, all right, fuck yeah, let's go. But seltzers are fine. High noons are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't put I don't know.
Counting those carbs.
High noon is better than a seltzer. Does that make sense?
It's real vodka.
But it's in that category.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But I didn't want to name names
Yeah.
for branding purposes, but High Noon was specifically what I was talking about.
I get it.
It's awesome. I love it.
You were afraid to mention High Noon on the Barstool program?
Miller Lite. I don't know. Just being careful.
It's good to be careful, Dave. Good for you. All right, so seltzers. Kind of candy ass though for you, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah, come on, it is. But everybody,
I wasn't gonna say it first.
they're still awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I hope
Great.
like listen, I love it too, but I hope my dudes that, like in the trenches and in the foxhole are drinking beers. That's all I'll say.
Or
I would have taken. I want the record to show. I would have taken.
They don't do
right
kegs of seltzers for a reason.
That would have been a good pick. Now that he brought up the handle, but
Hey guys, the tournament's over. That means all the brackets are busted and done. But your home appliances and systems do not have to be busted. That's where American Home Shield tends to come in. So now as a benefit with select American Home Shield warranty plans, you can conveniently video chat with a live repair expert to help assess or fix an issue. Talk about taking home protection to the next level. And thanks to American Home Shield, we are able to zoom in Danny Conrad here. He's actually got another fact from the national championship yesterday. So Danny, what do we got?
Danny Conrad reporting live here to tell you all that since 1985, the number 1 seed has won it 25 times. Now let's make it 26 after last night's game.
Thank you, Danny. That's great stuff. Listen, everyone knows how frustrating it can be when anything breaks. It doesn't even have to be a home appliance thing. It could be anything. Things break and it's frustrating, and you need to make sure you have American Home Shield by your side when those things happen. So whether it be your dishwasher, it's making some funny noises, don't even worry about the stress. Have American Home Shield, and you could call them as soon as something like that acts up. Like I said earlier, they got that convenient video feature that lets you connect with a live repair expert to help assess or even fix home issues in real time. And they will be there to help you fix or replace covered parts of home systems and appliances, no matter what their age, when you have select warranty plans. So listeners can get 20% off any plan today. Just visit ahs.com/dogwalk to sign up. Don't wait until something is busted. Get ahead of home repairs with AHS. Go to ahs.com/dogwalk for 20% off any plan today. See ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions.
My next pick.
Why did I say?
You're up again.
I am gonna go with bags
As a game?
as a game.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just chalky as all it
is
can be,
chalky.
but it's
It's a good game. A
where
lot
you
of
guys,
math though when you're
That
drinking.
wasn't even on my list.
Yeah. A lot of math with bags. Depends how you
That's
play.
like a tailgate. Like, I don't know, you've got a Patriots tailgate or something.
You're bored.
Darty.
You're bored with bags?
Go off.
I mean,
Well,
even if you don't like them, they're like omnipresent at any Darty on earth. If it's like nice weather and you're outside.
but I kind of feel like
I
they're
don't
more.
think so.
I almost feel like Dave's
We're
going to take
thinking.
a...
I think me and Dana
What?
are on the same page of like college. Like I don't like if you're in a college like
I don't
guess
think
if
a
you're in
Darty
your,
has
your
to
own
be
house, but if you're at
frat
a
party.
like,
no. But like when was the last time you really dartied?
Dave's Darty's going to have like
I mean,
real silverware at it.
I guess unless you're at.
I
guess
mean,
you could be like
I
brunch.
did last Thursday.
Okay. Oh yeah, because the White Sox.
Yeah, and I will plenty of times this summer, and I will into the fall. I have in a few months because of winter and everything, but
Dana, are you under the impression that people are only playing bags at Gillette?
no, you know what I mean. At a football tailgate or a college tailgate.
or at a lake house, you'll see a bag set.
True.
At any location that's going to be drafted, you'll probably find a bag set.
But
Even if
where
it's
are
not your
we-
favorite game. Like, I don't like playing drinking games at all. Bags is the game, though. That is the Darty game.
I'm kind of over bag zone. I've been over it for a while.
I think there's better variations that are like more regionally niche. Have you ever played Washers? It's like a union game.
No,
Like
I don't think I have.
a bunch of electricians.
I'll take Beer Die. Beer Die, that was our like college game. I remember when I got to college, I had never heard of Beer Die, and everyone at the school said that it was only our school and some like Colby or something in Maine that played it. And then I graduated, and it's like everyone. It was like the biggest lie ever. But everyone, like every dorm, had their own like foldable table that you would slide underneath the bed. So just a big piece of plywood. Beer Die. I haven't played Beer Die in forever. I love Beer Die.
This was in
It's
high
so
school, you
fun.
said?
College.
College?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't really have it where I went. Nobody really played it. I figured it was more of an East Coast thing.
I kind of thought that too, like because I know we did the thing with Dave in Abington, and that was all, what I thought. Kind of the same thing, where it was like I was under the impression that it started in Abington and it was like a South Shore Northeast thing. But then, as I've gotten older and I've seen like become friends with this guy who runs or used to run the Instagram like Die Is Life account, and they're huge and they just post beer die content, and it's like the West Coast does it way bigger,
Really?
way more. So I think that's a universal thing
Yeah.
to think beer die is like a niche game
Your
and then
thing.
find out that it's the only thing that gets annoying though is people have very different rules.
Yeah. Like,
Depending on like you'll play beer die, like I love playing beer die, and then you play with someone else and their rules are completely different, and then you just end up like fighting.
yeah.
That can be annoying. It's very ununiversal.
You got to get your guy on the phone. Put out
Yeah.
a rule book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I learned about it, was that Barstool video.
Yeah. Shout out Brownie's beer die.
Yeah, I had no idea before then.
Dave, didn't you say like you guys used to rent out a bar?
So, what bar is it right in Old Town on Wells? That one of the bars in Old Town. We used
Burton's Place?
Burton's Place. Thank you. We would rent the upstairs, and didn't you come to it a couple years?
No, never went.
But I invited you. I think.
Yeah, I
I
always
feel
said
like
no.
so. My college buddies or high school buddies that went to IU, I assume they found it from East Coast guys that went to IU because they brought it back when I was like 22, 23. That's when I discovered it. And we would get a 64 team tournament, rent out a bar. No girls were allowed at all at Burton's place.
Upstairs?
And we'd pay, I think we paid $100 per person to do this tournament, and we would, and winner take all at the end, and it would get insanely competitive. And we'd have 128.
So you're like, that's awesome.
That sounds
Yeah.
awesome. Like,
It was
like,
awesome.
we should bring that back.
Do that.
The pandemic killed that, and then all my friends started having kids and shit. But like, it was a yearly thing we did, and we called it the Kumite. I don't know why. That's what they called it, and it was the coolest thing we did. It was awesome.
I'm count me in if we can run this.
If
back.
we can run it back, it would be easy to do. But it was funny because we had a specific rule: no girls were allowed,
Love
no
that.
wives, no girlfriends, no nothing. But as drunk as we'd get throughout the day, people would start, sending out their text messages, and girls would start, and we would just boo the shit out of her. What the fuck is she doing here?
Get her out.
Get her out of here! And they'd walk in like have no idea what's going on.
Let
It
them
was
have their
so
own
much
beer
fun.
dye tournament.
Yeah, that's my type of I like games
I think it
in
was
that
like-
setting when it's like you're just there to play games.
Like you're building the event.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
winning
The
team
event is
took home a
built,
few
yeah.
grand. I want to say like thousands.
Yeah, it's $100 a person.
Yeah, It was awesome.
Yeah, that's solid. Like if you're ready for it.
Yeah.
The only thing is though, like with beer dye, you're literally getting like rug burns, and you're diving, and you're like laying it all on the floor.
Yeah. I used to
Especially
love
when there's money
shipping.
involved.
I used to love the dorm one where you would just be in like your little wheelie chairs and you just be
Just
like scooting
scooting
around
over.
trying to like catch. It was great.
Like
Like
there's a
from
prime.
RAs.
Like there's like an athletic prime for beer dye.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't take it over bags.
I've only played it there,
Yeah.
so I've played it like 5 times in my life.
Okay.
Like only at this tournament we did.
Okay.
Those were good times.
Ed, you gonna play some beer dye this weekend?
Sure. Is that what's on deck or baseball's on deck?
Ooh, I think a little bit of both. Have you guys heard about Eddie's yips in baseball?
Yeah, I had the yips.
Yeah.
Championship
How many
game.
make a
different
shot.
yips do you
Yeah.
have?
You got a lot of yips.
I got a lot of yips.
What kind of baseball yips?
This was it's like the drinking game baseball. Have you ever played this? You put 4 cups in a row, and it's basically beer pong but bozo buckets.
Yeah.
And you get I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't have to explain all the but I just
Like single, double, triple.
in the regular season games I was doing fine. Then when it came to the World Series, like the final game, and I think
I feel like the only
I think I
thing-
went like 0 for 8.
You like
Some people can step up and others they can't handle the
Not me.
pressure.
she's a pee down his leg guy.
Yeah.
Not me, except for
He's a
one-on-one
tinkle guy.
basketball.
True. Against both you
Except,
guys.
except for that, yeah. Like, I'm pretty good there.
I was choking.
Would you like to play again?
No,
Yeah.
because it won't mean as much.
I'm sitting here, Eddie, like, and this is your space, but like, pictures of both of those games right behind you, like, would really.
You know, Hank, you
That was room.
didn't need that.
You're
I didn't
right.
need that.
I'm thinking about how
Yeah,
how
thank-
nice of a visual that was.
Yeah,
I like that.
thanks for the. Then I have to look at it. I have to look at it every day.
Tie the shoes up there that I wanted. I like that. All right, we're gonna get
This
that
guy.
going. Good idea. Hey,
Ideas guy.
yeah, chief of content. Dana, you're up.
Dunk yet?
No, we're getting there. 2024, 2026.
Okay, so this year.
When do you turn 30 yet?
I'm turning 32 in June.
Oh, okay. Well, typically guys don't start dunking after 30.
Well, that's what I'm gonna prove wrong.
Okay.
That's the problem. Beers.
Tennis ball?
I don't know. I haven't tried in a little while.
Okay.
I could dug a tennis ball in December. Beers.
I think I have a different just view of like what a Darty is than all you guys, and I'm thinking again. I'm just thinking of like college, and I think Flip Cup is a universally beloved game that anyone can play, and you can get I don't know 20 people on 2 tables if you need to. Again, this is in a gravel backyard in my mind. It's just a mess of a table, and I don't think I have many options other than Flip Cup here, so I'm going with that.
That's a great pick.
Good pick. Flip Cup gets
Standard.
intense too.
And it's
I don't even
unisex.
like it.
Is that the right word?
I don't
Yeah.
enjoy
You
Flip
can go
Cup.
boys
I think
versus
it's too much
girls.
pressure.
Yeah.
I don't like being like under the gun, but when you do make that last cup and you're like the hero, it's a great feeling.
Flip Cup's awesome.
It is.
It is awesome. Like, yeah, you're right. There is seemingly like no bigger pressure situation than when you're in there and that thing's flipping and you see it go awry once or twice and you're like, oh my God.
If it goes awry twice, it's going awry like 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just scientific
Yeah.
like thing. Have you guys ever played Survivor Flip Cup?
I don't think so.
That's fucking fun. You played that?
I don't
So it's
think I've heard
basically
it.
say if it was like I don't know, like Part of My Take versus us, and you go down the line, whoever loses, you have to eliminate a guy. So say it's like they lost, it's like, all right, PFT, sorry, you are our weakest link, you're out. And then someone's got to double
gets
up cups.
cutthroat.
But someone's got to drink 2
Yeah.
cups. Like Hank will have to go
fuck.
twice. And then at the end, it could be like 5 versus like Pug. You know what I mean? And then he's got to drink like 5 cups and like just go down the line and like just survive for the fucking squad.
It's a way to get fucked
I'll
up
go to
real
win that.
fast.
Great way to get fucked up, and it's so fun.
That sounds fun.
You guys have people.
I don't think I'd be able to do it anymore. I'd be drunk
Flip it
after
up?
like 2 games.
Probably, but people get like sensitive because they get booted and shit.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it's a game that lasts like 3 times because then eventually someone like a fight.
They're
just
like,
happens.
fuck this.
Yeah,
I'm out.
exactly.
I'm fucking
Yeah.
done with this game. Yeah.
What the fuck? I flipped mine on 1 flip. Like, yeah, they get pissed.
I was drinking so fast.
Exactly. I'm up. So you guys tell me, like, I feel like you're gonna give me pushback on this, but I'm gonna take Summer Brew. You guys ever had Summer Brew? I hope you've had Summer Brew.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's
I
in a
thought you were
drug
talking
brew.
about like a craft beer. Or something.
No, it's in a drug, and it's like
It's not a beer.
no. So
Oh.
there's beer in it.
Got it.
It's beer, vodka, and lemonade, and it's like a refreshing
Take it.
drink. No one's had Summer Brew. That's
Beer,
Ed,
vodka,
I think you could have
and
gotten
lemonade.
that at
Yeah.
5-5.
I mean, this is one of those things where you don't really have to worry about jersey or song because there's so many. So you want to get these ones first. So this is a strategy. But you could use like a lemonade, like concentrate. It's really good, and it's a good summer
Sounds fine.
drink.
Also sounds like something you'll get fucked up real fast on.
Yeah, I mean it's vodka and beer.
Yeah.
Damn, you guys never had
You
Summer
said the lemonade concentrate?
Yes.
So you
You know what
call
I'm
it
drinking
something.
now? You
We
know,
called it different. Jungle juice, I think. We
No,
called it.
that's different.
that's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
We called it jungle juice, and we would take a cooler, like a big cooler, a couple lemonade concentrates,
My next
a
pick.
whole case of beer,
This is my pick.
You got 2 picks coming.
Wait, what is
What?
and then we would
with
put
the lemonade concentrate?
jungle juice.
Bacardi
Oh, okay.
151, I think, in it, and then like a bag of ice, and you just scoop it out, and you get stupid wasted after like a cup of it.
So that's what it is: lemonade concentrate, beer, and vodka.
Yes. Oh,
Jungle juice. It's. I'm kind of with Dana, and I understand that there's different types.
Wait, so
of
you're
beer
taking
partying.
jungle juice?
I'm taking
Oh,
jungle
okay.
juice. And it wasn't a recipe. We weren't looking up. This is the 1 quart of this and 1 quart of that. We would just take a cooler, handle of plastic handle of vodka, 2 liter of maybe like fruit
Sprite
punch,
or something. Yeah.
Sprite, maybe some fruit, and just throw it all in a cooler.
Yeah.
And that's what you're drinking.
We
that
would
day.
put a case of beer in it too.
Yeah, it was literally like basically just
dump
Whatever you
yeah.
got.
kind of just empty
Yeah.
out the fridge.
Yeah.
If people have booze, they want to throw down on it. Like, just pour some shit in there.
Everyone's probably got their own name and variation of this, but it sounds like you guys kind of drafted this.
Yeah, but a jungle. What'd you say?
no,
sound-
jungle juice. You guys know it.
Yeah,
Jungle
yeah.
juice.
Jungle juice is different. I feel like the base for a jungle juice is like Hawaiian punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a red red. Beverage.
In my head, it's coming out red.
Yes.
Out of the.
Yeah.
I
for
thought
sure,
lemonade with jungle juice.
No,
whatever.
definitely red.
So,
I mean, as long as it's the frozen thing,
No.
you know.
No. What are you? I don't know what you're talking about.
As long as it's
You're talking like the frozen juice.
lemonade,
yeah,
like tube thing. You know,
That's what I draft.
that's what he.
Summer brew.
that's what we put. in jungle.
I feel like this is a fucking who's on.
Well, Hank
first.
took jungle juice, which
So I-
is definitely red. It is 100% red.
So he took jungle juice, like red Hawaiian punch, and a bunch of other
Fruit
brews.
punch, vodka, and then whatever else you want.
Okay, you guys use fruit
Yeah.
punch. We use lemonade. That's the difference.
To use beer too
Yeah.
and iced tea.
So you guys did summer brew. You guys didn't do jungle juice.
Everyone's got their own name for it, I guess.
Sure. Okay.
but whatever.
I-
Those are 2 different drinks.
Yes.
Very different.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're different.
I feel mine plays better at a Darty than jungle juice.
I feel like I've never had it. Like it sounds good. It almost sounds like a.
It's a summer shandy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say what it is.
Yeah.
It's a line of Kugel summer shandy.
Right.
That's basically what it is, but it's made from
Correct. With vodka.
which is great on a front porch.
Yeah.
And
Almost
a
like a
jug.
John Daly kind of thing with with a beer a little bit. But
Jungle juice at a Darty feels a little out of place to me.
I don't think so.
I feel like the
No
night.
way.
I
No
feel
way.
like the night needs a hit for the red drink.
No, that's out. That's in the Gatorade cooler. And
This
What
is
kind of frat were you running?
worst frat president ever.
yeah, front yards with summer shandies.
It wasn't. It was summer brew, you dodo. Listen.
Jungle Juice is a community drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So it's
community
like,
drink, but I don't
You're in
know.
a field, and it's not like people are going up and down to a bar. It's just like, all right,
Yeah,
just
I
let me
get
refill
that.
my cup.
It just felt like more of a night game drink, but to each their own. Hey guys, Roback Activewear. You guys know how much we love Roback. Roback has been on a tear with new product releases, and we're here for it. The Roback Huddle hoodie is different from the Hezzy hoodie that you have all gotten to know. It's made with a cotton poly blend, so it's very warm, but also has a nice stretch to it. We've been wearing this every day and has a little bit of a more of a lifestyle feel to it, Chief. Roback also just released the new Sprint joggers. These joggers are designed for both activity and comfort. The fabric is super lightweight, has a nice stretch, and an ultra soft feel. The ideal Saturday jogger when on the move and Sunday jogger when chilling watching football. Finally, Roback's glide down jacket is actually super nice. We didn't know what to expect, but this jacket is worth it. It is baffled build with down filling, so it's warm. Well, the fit is great. It's easy to move in, and has internal and external pockets too. Some might say they thought of everything with this. And as always, it's polo season. Golf season is among us. The Masters this week.
Got to be ready. And these go well. Any of these go well with golf.
They
So
do.
no one's going to turn their nose up at a great hoodie on the golf course when it's cold out. So make sure you're going to Roback.
That's code DOG. Use code DOG on Roback.com for a generous 20% off for all new customers through the end of this week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. That's 20% off all hoodies, joggers, jackets, and more with code DOG. Go use it. Thank you. And let's get back on the show.
All right,
you're
so
up
I have done location and I've done beverage. I agree that jersey is like I'm very confident that my jersey is not going to get taken. So I will go with song. I was in between 3 different vibes. I'm going to go the most universal one that I think hits in any location that anyone's picked. Doses and Mimosas.
All right.
Like that song comes on and you're drinking or already drunk, like, and you doesn't put you in a better mood than you already were. You're just not having a good time. Doesn't matter where you are. Like if you're not drinking, it may be not the same. But if you're drunk and that song comes on, you instantly get taken to like a higher level.
Yeah. All right. I'll be interested to see where people go. I don't hate it though.
I had a
Yeah.
rap option that like was just the song that I played all the time.
I think
when I was that age, but it just doesn't. I don't think it's as universal.
I think there's very specific Darty music out there.
Like a specific genre.
I feel like I know what you think Darty music is.
Probably. It's probably in my head, but yeah.
Totally. What are you laughing at, Dana?
Dave, he just gets me. Cracks me up.
All right, I'm up. I'll take the first jersey off the board. This may be sacrilegious, but what I'm thinking of, like all-time Darty jerseys that people would wear. Like I'm taking one of the most popular ones in my eyes. I got to go with the purple Stockton.
Okay.
No comments on the purple Stockton. I feel like
You're talking like Bulls.
before that even.
Oh, that
Yes,
like the 80s one.
like the 80s one. A purple Stockton is one that I feel like you'll see on almost every college campus.
I got to tell you, Ed.
Jersey guy, I
John?
trust. I take my
John
opinions
Stockton?
exclusively from Dana on this topic.
You're talking about John Stockton.
Who else would I? Yeah, of course.
Well, I just think if I see a purple jersey, I know he has a bad past and everything, but I think it's Malone over Stockton.
No, I mean, not to make this like a.
Make it a thing.
No,
Make it a thing.
I can't make it a thing.
You can make it
No,
a
I'm
thing.
just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to argue my point, but regardless, a purple
What do you
John.
mean you're not going to argue your point?
That's
Argue
the
your
whole
point.
purpose of this.
I can't do it. I can't do
I don't
it.
even know what you're getting at.
Use
I
your
don't
fucking brain.
No, you gotta elaborate.
No,
it.
you just use your brain.
I'm turning up nothing. You gotta tell me.
Just use your brain.
Oh, all right, that just hit me. I know what you're talking.
Come on, Dana. Let him tell you.
I get it. I get it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think people are more likely to wear
Come
that
on, Ed.
for like Will Compton.
Help me out here.
No,
Yeah,
purple Stockton.
It's a race thing. That's all you're saying. Like, why can't you just fucking say
just
that?
Say it, Ed.
I don't want to make it a race thing, but it is.
You just made it one.
No.
Doesn't have to be.
It doesn't.
White
have to
kids
be.
wearing Stockton jerseys. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
That's for him to
Kids
say.
wear Malone jerseys though.
Yeah, for sure. But I think it's more prevalent.
Okay.
I don't know that I've ever seen one in the wild. Not that I'm really looking for John Stockton purple Jazz jerseys, but I think it's a pretty bad pick.
All right.
I agree.
It's
a bad pick.
All right, Dana.
I like the pick.
Thank you.
I thought it was good.
I'm up.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take a boat, specifically a line of boats, like a raft up of boats.
Fuck.
At
On
the
a
end
lake
of the,
or
at the end of the world.
Like, you live over there, right? By the playpen?
Yeah.
Have you been to the playpen out here, Dana?
I have not, but if they have raft ups of like 20 boats in a row where you can walk and everyone's completely open for you to come on the boat, drink some beers, and you just, you make new friends, then I'm sure I would have a good time because that's what I love to do. And when it's blaring sun and not a cloud in the sky, I like being on the water on a boat.
Yeah, I did speaking of the playpen, during COVID, Wonton Don was out here, and we did a playpen day, and there was this group of like super hot girls, and he decided it would be a good idea for him as a 30-year-old whatever with a GoPro camera to swim up and ask to get on their boat. They're like, no, get out of here, creep. So, but the playpen is awesome. They do the boat tie-ups there. It's a great time. It's one of those things where it's like, I wish I were richer, because if I were richer, I would have a boat and be there.
I saw the first boat out there on a couple days ago, and it was nice. I was
Yeah?
like, that's the first sign.
Yep.
It
We're
is.
getting
Soon
there.
enough, it was a fucking yacht too.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah, there's
boy.
some crazy big boats that go out there. It blows my mind, honestly.
What? But it's funny because I drove past one day with Dave, and he's like, "There's not one boat that I'd get on here."
Oh, there's
Miami's
that's
a
a
little
classic
different.
Dave thing to say,
Yeah.
but there are, and someone told me, I forget if this is even true or not, or who told me the validity, but it was like there's more expensive boats and like richer people in Chicago than like Boston. Like there are some massive, massive, massive boats that
Yeah, there's
cruise
some
around
good
all the time.
Yeah,
You'll see him.
yeah. Chief, you're up.
I'll take a jersey. I'll go Grizzlies, Mike Bibby. So Vancouver Grizzlies, that teal. I feel like that's like the concert, Darty, college kid throwback.
Not better than Stockton.
He's not a better player, but it's a better jersey.
Disagree.
Okay.
What about the John Morant version of that nowadays?
Do they make it in those colors?
I'm sure you can get it. I think part of a great jersey is it being like from China too.
That is a good
Like
point.
jerseys
Istanbul.
that the player never wore,
Yeah.
but
Like,
still go hard.
When I was like just looking for stuff on this, they had like I think it was a Barstool thing, and I think it was a bit, but they're like Team USA Ginobili jersey, like that. Like that would actually be funny.
I have a respect for this pick because I was in Barcelona last summer, and they had some store that was just selling like a bunch of jerseys, and they had a specific rack for Mike Bibby jerseys, like of all sorts, and it was, I don't know if Mike Bibby has some ties to Barcelona or something, but there was every single Bibby jersey you could imagine, and I was like, I kind of respect that, and that particular one really stood out to me as my favorite, so it's a good pick.
I think that was a great 90s jersey in general, like Big Country Reeves, like that. I wish like Vancouver still had that team because they were way cooler when they had those colors and in that location. Memphis is just like they kind of just exist. So, and Bibby's sweet. Sacramento Kings, Grizzlies, like he was just like a sweet
kinda sweet.
90s, 2000s guy.
But he got traded for the sweetest player like ever.
Jay Will.
Yeah. You sure he wasn't just like in town or something? It wasn't like a Metallica Germany situation?
No, I'll remember it forever. I was like, why the fuck are there so many Bibby jerseys in this random store? And then I asked the people, and they didn't really speak English, so I didn't get an answer. But I don't think he was in town. So I don't know. Respect to Bibby.
White Sox Jones.
I'll go jersey too. I feel like I would never wear a jersey. I couldn't pull off that look, I don't think.
Same.
But I feel like I have seen this one the most, and I think it's the just stereotypical Darty jerseys. Vince Carter Raptors black jersey.
Black?
Black with the like red piping
That's purple.
or purple.
Are you colorblind?
Am I thinking wrong? Yeah, the
Yeah.
darker one.
The purple Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's classic. It's a good pick.
I respect people who wear the T-Mac one more, though.
I had that on my list. I had T-Mac on my list.
Yeah.
People forget they were cousins.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were cousins.
I think they didn't know they
Yeah.
were cousins
Yeah.
until like they were both in the league.
Did like a 23andMe or something?
And I was like, his mom was like, oh, because it's back when like before, I guess there was like a lot of, they didn't know like
Yeah.
that they were being really good basketball players at the same time. Like, oh
Right.
yeah, by the way, like,
Are they from the same area or anything?
No.
Or just
no,
like,
but it was like their mom was like, oh yeah, that's like, it's not first cousins, I think it's like second cousins, but
Yeah,
like still
still.
legitimate,
Oh, that's cool.
legitimate family.
Good pick. You're up again.
I already know what my last pick's gonna be, so I got to go to music. So I said there's a specific genre, and I'm not gonna pick from that genre, which is completely contradictory. But we can get to that in the honorable mentions. Maybe I'm gonna go with "Sweet Home Alabama" by Skinnerd. I just feel like that song's just constantly playing at a day drinking event. Just dun 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 dun.
That's kind of what I was thinking when you said that there's a specific. I mean, it's a good song. It definitely is like a genre, like 80s, 80s
Well,
rock.
that's like early 70s, but yeah, same
whatever.
classic rock. Nevertheless,
Yeah.
You got Music Guide right there.
I mean, he was off by like 20 years, but
Take him to school, Dave.
Yeah.
Take him to school. I guess it's fine.
and if you want,
I think there's-
douchier, you could take the Kid Rock version.
I think the Kid Rock version is a better pick. That's what I was gonna take, but I wasn't gonna take it here.
What's the name of that song? It's not
All
Summer
Summer
Long.
Long.
All Summer Long. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's the worst.
No.
Dude, he makes me laugh. He's a
In
ridiculous.
that
has-
turn,
yeah.
sure.
Bangers.
Bang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
super talented.
Fuck it, I'll just put that on my list.
It's all
I'll take it all summer long. Yeah. That to me has become more of a Darty song than the Skinnerd one.
That came out when I was in college too. I'm pretty sure. So I probably should have taken it, but like, "Sweet Home Alabama" now is what I think of. So
Yeah.
each your own, I guess.
I will say I did that. Eddie and I when Kid Rock came on stage at the Chelios event last year. I mean, he brought the fucking house down.
I'm sure he was awesome.
But
yeah.
he sang like one song.
One song and he was
He was
blacked
playing
out.
the piano. He was at the White House yesterday, dressed like a fucking clown. It drove
Was
me
he?
nuts. Yeah, and he started playing the piano and just letting it rip. He's super talented.
Why did it drive you nuts?
He was dressed like an asshole. That's the White House. You shouldn't fucking don't be a dick.
Address it.
I'm addressing it right now. I said this. Who was there a couple weeks ago?
Sitting president of the United States, and you're going to dress like an asshole?
Exactly. I don't care who's in office.
Zelensky.
Him too.
Yeah.
Him. That's
You know
not who I. No, Elon. I like Elon. His kid fucking running around the Oval Office. I was like, get your fucking kid out of there.
Yeah.
That's the Oval Office. Am I wrong?
No, yeah, they got to deal with it. They're trying to run our country,
Run the world.
not do fucking daycare.
Yeah.
Can't have it, won't have it. You've been to a Kid Rock concert, right?
No.
I thought you did
I bet it'd be awesome. I
thought
just
you
don't
did
like
a
him.
pirate water thing.
I
didn't you?
did. It was ridiculous. The clientele is some of the most hilarious shit I've ever seen.
I'd love to go because he only sang one song,
Yeah.
the one we went to.
Yeah.
Then he started.
Did he do all summer long?
I think it was
I
all
think it
summer
was-
long.
he
And
did
then
all
he
summer long.
on the
Yeah.
end, he's
It
like,
wasn't
God
Ba
bless
with a
y'all,
ba.
God bless y'all.
Yeah.
What?
It wasn't Bob with a Bob.
Oh, he didn't do that.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
Great song.
Great song.
Fantastic.
When did he
Who's
pop
the
on
dude?
the
It's
scene?
Sheryl Crow, right? The duet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song.
Pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
Picture to burn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Picture to burns Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
You just got Music Guide.
what? I
Music
did
Guide.
get Music Guide. What? What's the name of that song?
Pictures.
Picture.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Picture.
Yeah, this is really what you want? Or
Yeah, I
it feels
do.
like-
it was
It's
number
honestly,
one on
it's a
my
good
board.
pick.
Was it really?
It was number one on my board.
Wow.
Yeah. But I was gonna take it in the 5th round. I knew it would be there, but coming out of Dave, I figured I'd just do it.
Just
now.
do it?
Pull the
All
trigger
right.
now.
Respect. Hey guys, have better sex with Blue Chew. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. These erection-enhancing tablets can help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer-lasting erections for sexual activities. Guys, be ready when she needs it and get your first month of Blue Chew free. Great sex is a few clicks away. Sign up at BlueChew.com. Consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. The best part is that it's all done online. That means no visits to doctors' offices, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew won't stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house. That is the mission. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use promo code DOGWALK, and you just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code DOGWALK. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information when we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. Beers or plastic handle guy.
I'm going to go with a song. It's going to be The Thrill by Wiz Khalifa.
Fuck, this was on my list.
It's one. I think it's a top song I've ever heard. And every time you hear it, you want to start throwing back some beverages. Puts you in an awesome mood no matter where you are. Yeah. Specifically the one on Spotify, they took out the little, what are they called, Dave, when the DJ says something? They put in their tag. Yeah, they took out the ad libs on Spotify. I don't appreciate it. The old school, The Thrill from like 2009 or whatever.
Mixtraps.com.
I love it. I think it's a great day drinking song. It's a great song in general.
The original, the Empire of the Sun song that it remixes is great too on its own.
Yeah, it is. Great. What's it called? A beat?
Walking on a Dream, I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. To me, I need a drinking game. I didn't have a list prepared, but one that's not that serious. You get the
Nobody did, for the record.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Oh, it sounds like you did because you pitched it.
You found out that we were doing it at the exact same time as me.
Oh, I thought
You think I came prepared with a category, a big board for something that wasn't on the list?
I could see it.
Okay.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Louisville Chuggers. You spin around, you hit a beer can. Yeah, Louisville Chuggers.
It's too much.
I'm not going to veto it, but is that really a game?
Yeah, kind of.
Or you're just fucking around? That's like doing a beer bong.
Is that
beer
like
bong a game?
Is that like a dizzy bat? What is that?
Yes, it's dizzy bat.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Love that.
Love or loved?
Love. I will do that right now if I could.
I mean, you could technically.
You'd have to pay me to do that right now.
Really?
Not much. I would do it for a subtle sum.
Did you do it when they were doing on the yak, the dizzy bat layup thing?
Oh yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't drink, but yeah, I ate shit.
That was hard. Yeah.
It's like kind of scary when you're running to make the layup. You're like, I don't want to crack my skull.
I think I had to like lay down. Yeah.
What were you saying? You don't think it's a drinking game?
It's like doing a beer bong.
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm not going to veto it.
you could keep score if you don't get a hit.
I don't think
You
anybody's
lose.
ever actually kept scoring it, but yeah, I mean, sure.
It's
I got no problem with it.
it's a Darty activity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's a Darty activity
Yeah.
for sure. Hank,
I have two.
yeah.
Yep.
What do you need? Do you need a?
I need a jersey and I need a drinking game. I think I've absolutely dominated this draft, at least for my own personal. I was visualizing what an ideal Darty would be, and right now I'm at a lake with a big yard. I'm listening to Doses and Mimosas. I'm drinking Jungle Juice, and we're drinking the game that we're playing while we're drinking Jungle Juice is beer pong, classic. Not the greatest game in the world, but not the worst game in the world. Fun, boys and girls can play, gets competitive. Good, solid, meat and potatoes drinking game.
Mm-hmm.
And then jersey, this was my favorite day drinking jersey, so it's maybe not be the most popular, but it's the one that I wore the most because I got it when it was actually prevalent, like it was before they switched teams, before they moved cities the 1 year. Kevin Durant, rookie, Seattle Sonics jersey.
I had Supersonics on mine too.
White or green?
White. That thing got probably I wish I still had it. I still had it. Like I got through my whole college year career, and I lost it somewhere along the way, like in New York City or something. But that jersey was stitched. It was nice.
They got to bring them back.
Got it when he was a rookie. Just a great jersey.
That is good. I think they are going to bring him back.
Because I always liked I got it, and then it turned into a throwback unintentionally.
Like an instant throwback.
Instant throwback. Yeah.
Instant.
throwback.
Beer pong, I mean, it was the last one available to my knowledge, right?
Yeah.
You know, so you kind of grabbed what you could.
That wasn't
but-
drafted yet?
No.
Yeah, you took
I
that.
thought
It's a good late value pick. The other one that's more fun that I like playing, but it doesn't pop as much in the graphic is beer ball. But that can get a little competitive. It's when you throw the ball at the cup, and once it hits the cup, the team, like if I'm me and
You scramble.
Dave
Kinda
are
like
playing versus you and Eddie,
die.
I hit your cup, you have to run and grab the ball and throw it to Eddie, and he has to put it on the table, and like as long as that takes, I can.
Oh,
drink.
yeah.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like if I hit it and it goes wicked
it's like
far, I
reversed.
can like
Yeah.
finish my drink and then we win.
Okay.
But you have to play defense and like get the
Yeah.
ball quick. So like we
It's a
played it at
workout.
the Beer Olympics, and it was obviously high intensity. You were there, Dana. Like it gets intense. It's like a little too intense, I think, but it's fun
I fucking hate beer ball.
because it's too intense.
Yeah, well, particularly when we played at the Beer Olympics, they were very serious about it.
Yeah.
And they were like boxing you out and like damn near tackling you. I don't like a game like that where it gets truly physical. Like the concept to me is fun, but when it gets too serious, it just
It's also
Not-
with those guys probably made it worse too.
Yeah.
they're just very intense, you know?
And they're all
You're facing DeForest Buckner. You're going to get boxed out. Like
Yeah.
you don't have a choice.
yeah.
Trying to do swim moves on David Bakhtiari.
Just
Going nowhere.
you're not gonna win. You're fucked. To me, I need a song. I mean, I don't think we could take a Darty draft without taking It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Right? Like, it's guaranteed to play. It's not necessarily my favorite song, but it's guaranteed to play. It's legitimately guaranteed to play everywhere you go. Is it not?
Ed, that's the genre I was talking about was Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, he's kind of his own.
Jimmy Buffett, Kenny Chesney.
I just didn't have a specific song that I wanted to
Yeah.
take of his, but Kenny Chesney or Jimmy Buffett was exactly what I was talking about. Like that genre. I know it's an artist, but
Alan Jackson. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
yeah.
You thought it was Jimmy Buffett?
wait,
He's in it.
Yeah.
I was talking about
It is.
Alan
You're right.
It is Alan
It's
Jackson.
Alan Jackson. I was talking
I
about
didn't know
Buffett though.
Yeah.
But Buffett is a line.
Yeah.
He's a line.
We still have to do that country music draft.
He's a feature.
We got to get Brand or somebody to do a country music draft because Alan Jackson, I feel like I haven't listened to him forever. He's awesome.
He's one of the goats.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know. It's a different vibe, but it's undoubtedly playing at every Darty. So
Rest in peace.
Alan Jackson's still alive.
Jimmy Buffett just passed. What was that, like 5-6 months ago?
No, way longer than that, right?
Yeah.
Was it?
Dana, I feel like you got a lot of pressure here to take your jersey, so I'm very interested to hear what you take.
Well, I could probably win this draft with a chalk pick, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with my heart and one that I own and one that I wore to many, many day parties, and that's a Carmelo Anthony Oak Hill jersey, number 22. It's not a good color. It's pretty gross. It's like yellow and red and orange. It's pretty gross, but that is near and dear to my heart. That was my go-to going to a day drink was a Carmelo high school jersey.
All right.
That
Respect.
loses me the draft. At least I
Respect.
have integrity.
I think you went too deep.
I think so too. But if you,
No,
I
that was
don't know,
a
you'd be
popular
surprised.
jersey.
A lot
That
of
was
people own them.
Oak Hill Mello was like the most well-known high school besides LeBron.
I think the Irish, the LeBron Irish, is obviously.
But that's one too. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Other high schools, I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but Oak Hill Mello is.
All right. Your guys' thoughts?
No,
I like it. I don't know if I've ever seen it in the wild, but I know exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Just from
I
like,
feel like I've seen it in the wild.
yeah.
I think it's a good pick.
I think you like this one.
Why? I love Carmelo.
Do you?
Yeah. He's a bucket. He's like the greatest scorer of all time.
Greatest bull ever outside of MJ.
Yeah.
He
you're up.
never played one single second for him.
No,
right?
not a
Yeah.
single second. Chief, you're up.
I need a location.
Yeah.
I'll just go backyard with a pool.
In ground or above?
Distinction.
I know. I was hoping no one would make. I mean, I'm gonna go in ground. Gives you more surface area because you could be along the sides. But I'll go in ground, backyard pool, in ground.
I feel like that shouldn't have even been a thought.
I was just curious. I don't think it matters.
There's some charm about an above ground.
Yeah, and that's probably has a deck attached, which is nice.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You're better than an above ground pool? Is that what you're saying right now? White Sox Dave is better than an above ground pool?
I would not buy a house in an above ground pool.
Because you don't want to take care of it?
That and yeah, mostly that, yeah.
Okay.
Mostly,
then I understand.
Mostly that.
But if
that's pretty much any pool.
yeah.
But above ground, it's like a complete non-starter.
Because you think it's trashy?
It's a little trashy.
It is a little.
It's a little.
Yeah,
trashy.
but it's
No, but that's
it's
not a
all
bad
that's
thing.
allowed here, so it's all I've ever known. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's trashy at all because you're not allowed to build
Where
underground pools here.
you can't. I don't think you can just get a pool in Ukrainian Village, right?
You can't build
There
underground
is,
pools.
there is one in Ukrainian Village. That's an in-ground pool. It's
And
like
they
a
grease-
lap
they
pool
grease
outside.
someone.
I don't know how it exists, but I used to walk my
Maybe
dog by it.
like
It's on,
grandfathered in or something.
it's on like you look into their backyard from Thomas Street, but I think it's the address is actually like Cortez.
Are they allowed in Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people just have in-ground pools?
Most people do.
Oh,
I had
really?
One friend. I had a couple friends with those.
Like in city limits?
Not in. I'm trying to think. Like, not when I lived in Dorchester, I guess.
Okay.
What's
There
the,
well, you guys grew up in the suburbs, so did a lot of
Yeah,
your friends have in-ground pools?
Yeah.
yeah.
All I know is out
Yeah.
above ground. That's it. All we're allowed.
Yeah, if you got a pool,
So I kind of get why you think that then.
it was like
Yeah.
it was
Because, but
frowned
when
upon.
you see when it's all you know, it's like
No,
Oh, sick,
I
he's
mean,
got
I
a
don't
pool.
give a shit.
yeah. I get
But it was kind of frowned upon.
All right. I'm very interested on your last pick because you like saved it.
I saved it. I had it already written in for the category that got canceled. We can talk about that afterwards. So I need a location. I'm going with a garage.
Big fan of garages.
Big fan of garages. It's a great place to day drink. Have you taken part in a garage party yet?
Not in Chicago. I've heard a lot about the Chicago garages. I haven't had the privilege yet.
You need to know like a dad, basically, which you probably wouldn't out here.
You come in my garage.
That's got one.
Yeah, it's got an
That's
awesome.
got a nice
Ed's got an unbelievably awesome one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
I'll have
feel
to
like
play
I
some
think of
bocce.
those more for like football season.
I agree.
I don't segregate.
But I guess there's no like
I don't segregate darting by season really. I
me,
know
it's
it's
more
like
so.
it's outside,
Yeah.
sure, but you can darty in the winter too. You're just in a basement or something, you know?
I think that's just called being a booze bag.
Yeah, I think the nice weather brings the Darty.
yeah.
Like if you're drinking during the day outside, fine. If you're just locked up in a basement getting fucking shithoused at like noon on a Friday afternoon in December, like
That's called a problem.
College football season. Might be.
true.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but it is to me like he's right. Like you can have like a football party in your garage.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
I guess, but
Like an October day, they're kind of nice.
yeah.
Big ass
Yeah.
barbecue. You got all your friends over. You got that garage open with
Garage
the
doors
garage.
open. Yeah, then you
Oh,
basically
yeah.
are outside.
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm not saying no. The garage is like that's
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
inside. No,
yeah,
it's a
you're-
good. It's
yeah,
a good.
it's
It's
open,
Good.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Garage. Let's do honorable mentions. Dana, hit us with your jerseys.
The chalk one I was thinking of was the USA Jordan. I think that's like the most universally loved. I think you could either also go T-Mac on the Raptors or T-Mac on the Magic. Either one of those plays.
Had both of those.
Barkley on the Suns.
Yep.
Shaq on the Magic. And I think you always go basketball jersey. Like you could a baseball jersey's not bad for like day drink. You can open the front and kind of let the air hit you on the chest a little bit, but I don't really have many. I have like a couple of Red Sox jerseys, that's it.
I had
But you gotta
one
go back.
throwback jerseys, Ken Griffey Jr. teal, and now the rest were basketball.
That's great.
I used to rip like a Shohei Ohtani. Like this was probably when he first started. Like a Angels jersey. I would wear that out to a day drink every now and then. But yeah, it's got to be a basketball throwback. I think that's really all I had. But I think the Michael Jordan USA kind of would have chalk pick.
Jordan USA is the play. Obviously, regular Jordan is great too.
Yeah. Too easy though.
I'm surprised neither of you guys went Bird. Maybe
Yeah,
it's too
I
close.
feel like I saw a ton of those in Chicago just
Yeah.
on St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
So.
That a Bird jersey rips. Like it's a good
Kobe
jersey.
too, obviously. I don't know if anybody said him.
Yeah,
Kobe yellow.
I used to have a Sebastian Telfair Celtics jersey. That went hard.
that does go.
I
hard.
remember he was the one,
He's from
He was like
Coney,
the
Coney
he was like-
Island.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, he was like the OG 30.
and he was terrible in the league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like a big time prospect though. Like I think
Straight out of high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like committed to.
He had like a
Louisville.
doc on him. Right?
Yeah, he did.
He had like a doc.
It seemed. I remember the doc being like, "This kid's a fucking asshole." Like, 'cause he would like.
Oh, I
pass it.
loved that documentary.
He would pass the ball to people
Through the wire.
and people would be like, he'd be like, "Hit that assist," as he's like passing. I'm like, "Fuck off, dude!" Like, just
I like that.
pass the ball.
He had the Spencer Rattler going. Did you see QB1?
Yeah, Spencer Rattler was tough on that too.
Yeah, it was. You guys have any jerseys?
No, I kind of knew that my jersey was going to get picked, so I
Kept a short list.
didn't have other ones. The only thing I really had other lists of was songs.
Okay.
The black pinstripe Bulls Rodman.
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah.
I had that jersey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's hard.
Too big though.
Yeah.
Came too big. So I like when the you get jerseys that are nicer and the back is longer than the front.
they're like the authentic
Mhm.
ones.
Yeah.
Let's do songs then. Hank, you go first.
My number 2 pick would have been Danza Kuduro.
That song's awesome.
Banger.
Dude, that song.
That sounded like a different language to me.
it is.
Okay, all
think it
right.
is.
Danza Kuduro.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
Mbadambida.
yeah. All right.
It really gets people going.
It does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shockingly.
Yeah.
I was on a cruise and the deck shit was flying everywhere.
I've always said if I like win the lottery or something, I would just like go to vacation on a beach somewhere and just hire like a mariachi band to just like follow me around
Play that?
for like 2 days straight, just playing that everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm.
Spins Mac Miller, kind of like Dana's,
Yeah.
same era, and then Semi Charmed Life,
Yeah.
kind of a little bit of a different
90s is great for Darty.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my last one was just Don't Like remix, Chief Keef, Pusha T.
Okay.
Little more intense, but gets the people going.
Chief, you got any
Fucking love
songs?
that song.
Yeah.
Part in the USA, Sugar Ray, like anything from like that kind of a vibe.
Like you'd be putting a handle up to your face if that song came on. You know?
Damn.
Wagon Wheel, I feel like super.
I have an off-air story about that song.
I can't wait.
Which Wagon Wheel or
No, Don't Like remix, Chief Keef, Pusha T.
looking forward to hearing it. Wagon Wheel, I feel like it's a super fratty, douchey song. Chicken Fried. Throw on Sublime Radio on Pandora, Spotify. It's just you're gonna have awesome day
Sublime's
drinking
awesome,
music. And then any Jimmy Buffett, just Jimmy Buffett, whatever.
You?
I have some Kid Cudi, Up and Away. I feel like that's a great Darty song. Or Pursuit of Happiness. Dana, you have any?
The Happiness remix,
Yeah.
Steve Aoki.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any?
I had the Spins and anything Jimmy Buffett, so that's
Yeah.
been covered.
I have the Spins too. The Spins is a perfect day drinking song. Location, Dana.
The only one I had like a beach bar. I don't know if that's really much of a party, but just like being outside drinking at a beach bar is nice. And then I've done this a couple times. If you just set up a chair and you're just like kind of like on a dirt road or like I don't know, if you just sit down on a chair and have like an 18-pack next to you and you play some music, like that's fucking awesome to me. It's not a party by any means.
Data took
Like-
lawn chair.
Yeah.
Took a folding lawn chair.
Hey,
Yeah, you just set up a lawn chair and drink. That's in the sun. That's like an ideal time
That's
for
all you
me.
need.
So,
Bleachers.
what'd you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, rooftop.
Yeah. Deck, porch,
backyard, patio.
beer gardens. Like,
Yeah.
I had one that I've only done once, and I would guess that you're the only one that's ever done it. Maybe barn party.
Oh yeah.
You done barn parties?
Yeah, that was always
I
like
guess you never have. You two, right?
that's got to be a Midwest thing.
It's
I
gotta
do.
be.
But that like in college, like I used to go to Illinois State,
Mm-hmm.
and they like the sororities would always have. Like,
We,
they'd have one barn.
Most of my
party a year.
friends from college were from like Bufu towns in Illinois that are 2,000 people, and I went to one and it was awesome. It was awesome. Just no rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's barn life.
Barn life. Anyone else, or should we get a drink? Anybody have a drink?
I feel like we covered the drinks.
Bloody Mary, mimosa, and a spritz.
Someone doing like a John Daly.
Yeah, Bloody
Yeah.
Mary, mimosa, but those are both good, Dave.
But those are like I'm having one of them.
You're starting.
Yeah.
Nip. I mean, it's kind of like Dana's, but like coming prepared with like a sleeve or two of nips.
Yeah.
Like
nip,
nips that you're fine just
Yeah.
like tossing out. Like that's always fun to just be like.
Nips are always great to have
Yeah.
on deck.
I'm not a Marg guy, but there was a big Marg crew for day drinks where I went.
We would make the daiquiris. We would just buy the cheap daiquiri mix, and after 2 of them, we'd be like retching because of all the sugar.
Yeah.
Our stomachs would just be like, ugh.
Pina coladas, Miami
Yeah.
Vices. Anything, Dana?
No,
Any?
maybe like a tea of some sort.
Yeah. Jug. You guys have had my jug.
Yep.
My
Twee,
secret
bag of twee.
recipe. Do we have any drinking games left?
I have one for drinking game,
What do you
pool
got?
basketball.
Pool basketball.
Pool
is
basketball.
awesome.
It was,
But that's a very
That's
different
a, that's a
vibe.
fucking war.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even.
This does not play
that's
for-
like 5 on
yes.
5, and you're throwing bows.
Yeah, like you're putting the drinks down.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And that's
Yeah.
kind of like the end of the day. Like you're like if I play pool basketball and it's like what you're talking
You're
about,
you're like gassed afterwards.
you need like rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You too. What's the before we vote off? What's the jersey lineup for you this weekend, Beers?
I'm bringing Stackhouse and Yao Ming, and I might have a couple football jerseys. It's just listen,
Stackhouse. Which Stackhouse?
Wizards.
Okay.
It's from high school. It does not fit, but it's been my go-to for like I've had it forever. And Yao Ming I got pretty recently. That was like a couple years ago, but I don't know. I'll wear whatever. I'll bring like 5 or 6 options.
Okay. What's the conservative, Luisa?
Do you got?
I have Fanatics is sending me.
Oh, yeah, you said that.
a KG old school Timberwolves one. My buddy also gave me a USA Barkley one. I feel like that plays.
Oh,
too.
that would be a good one.
Yeah. What's conservatively? What should be the over/unders for his bachelor party? How many beers?
Are you going to be
days?
counting?
3 days, Thursday to Sunday.
Fly in Thursday, leave Sunday.
Yeah, and he's golfing. You're golfing Thursday, right?
Yeah.
I'm only golfing Friday, but if you're Thursday, Friday golf. So
70.
I would say 70. Yeah,
I was going to say
70 is-
72. Yeah.
he's trying to do.
It might be.
Yeah,
I'd probably
I'd
take
say-
the over because you got
24 a day.
the Friday. If you're going all day Friday, that's an easy 30 piece.
Yeah.
It's going to be 20 plus a day, I would guess.
Yeah.
Are you going to be counting?
No.
No.
I might try to count in the low for him though. I just want the people to know what this guy's about to pull off this weekend.
Yeah. Gonna do like the Always Sunny Wade Boggs shirt where they just like putting the
just-
tallies on his as he goes.
I feel like we got to do something. Like the beer guy having his bachelor party is such a huge moment.
I don't know. The Ozempic kind of makes me not drink as much.
Yeah, but you said that
Tough.
before, right?
We'll see. Yeah. You just get really bad hangovers, and it stops you.
I don't think that's the Ozempic. I think we're just old.
Old.
Yeah, I think you're just over 30, Dana.
Yeah.
Are you over 30?
That's true.
Yeah, he's over
Yeah,
there.
I'm 32.
All right, I'm gonna read them off. Then we will vote someone off, and then we'll get out of here. Put it in a blank text. I'm getting yelled at because people said it. Everyone was all over the place in the last one. Hank, Lake House, Backyard, Jungle Juice, Doses of Mimosas, Beer Pong, Durant, White Sonics, Eddie, College Front Yard, Summer Brew, Purple, John Stockton, Louisville Chugger / Dizzy Bat, whatever you call it. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Dana, Plastic Handle, Vodka, Flip Cup, Boat, The Thrill by Wiz Khalifa, Carmelo, Oak Hill, Chief, Beer Die, Mike Bibby, Teal, Grizzlies, All Summer Long, Kid Rock, Backyard, In-Ground Pool, White Sox, Dave, Seltzers, Bags, Vince Carter, Purple Raptors, Sweet Home Alabama, Leonard Skinner, Garage.
What are we doing?
You just put it in like a blank text.
Voting for the worst.
Yeah, like who do you think? Like,
Yeah.
All right, you're up, Dana.
Eddie.
Chief.
I also have Eddie.
Me.
I too have Ed.
I have White Sox Dave. Have fun drinking seltzers, you nerds. All right.
Will. Have fun drinking your fucking summer brew that no one
You said
ever
you
heard
like
of.
it. It's beer and vodka. How do you not?
You had
like it?
two that I've never heard of.
That's fine. That's a very fair.
The
Summer
Stockton,
Bruins,
the Stockton
Louisville
was bad.
Chuggers.
Yeah, Louisville. That's not even a game. That's just like, oh, let's do this.
It's
for
a
2
drinking
seconds.
activity. It's a darty activity.
Yeah. You're
You
off.
said drinking game though.
I'm off.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Your list. We don't have to argue for it anymore.
So here's my worst person at a
Seltzers and
Darty.
bags at White Sox Dave.
This is what I had.
Sounds like a
pre-filled.
blast. Everyone's gonna be fucking having a ball.
Want to do that this weekend?
Drink your malt liquor seltzers.
I'd be fine with that. It's not a bad time.
No.
Yeah.
Do addition and subtraction on what bags with White Sox with your purple, and he called it a black Raptors jersey.
I just
Yeah.
in my head.
Great
I was
list.
thinking black. I don't know. Whatever.
Sweet Home Alabama. He'll get his guitar out. He'll even play it for you.
True. I will.
Garage. Is I can't shit in the garage.
You want to though?
I want to. Yeah.
I know you do. You can't do that though. My worst person to Darty with is someone who uses the word Darty. It makes my skin crawl.
I actually don't like it either.
I hate that word.
That's another thing I feel
I
like is an East Coast
hate.
thing. No,
I never heard it until Barstool.
that's why I
Like,
think
There's many examples of this over the course of time. Darty was something that like Gaz and like whoever was running the social, like they would post it, and then on PMT, like we were like making fun of them so much saying Darty because it was like the
That it
dumbest
took
fucking
off.
term that we would say it all the time, like, oh, we dartying, but like
Yeah.
to us, we were like knowing we were like busting essentially Gaz's balls, being like when the and then we used to have the ad read. I forget, it might have been some I forget the brand, but it was the ad read we had for like a year was like when your Darty turns to a Narty.
Yeah.
And that was like a real copy. Like that was like we made fun of Darty so much, and then the ad people sent us that copy, and it was like, for when your Darty turns to a Narty, drink this. And we had to read it like it was so that's one that like I think Barstool has like ironically turned Darty into a big thing, but it's the worst word.
I hate it. It just makes my skin crawl. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just one of those
Yeah.
words.
in
Fair.
my head that's how it happened too. I feel like it came from gas.
From gas.
Dage. You want to Dage, bro?
Text Gas. So let me text Gas. Be like, do you feel responsible for making the word Darty a thing?
Yeah.
What do you think he'll say?
I don't know. Something about darting turning into nardying.
I'm actually very curious. Do you feel?
Coley was it's Gaz and Coley. That was the. But they knew, because it's one of those things, and that's where Gaz is great at his job. Is like he knows, because people in the comments would get so mad about the word, but then it's like that's just feeding into the engagement.
To what it is, yeah.
We sold Darty merch.
We did for sure. Dana probably fucking sold some.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
I remember buying Darty merch, and I was an employee. The Spurs. It was a Spurs
Yeah.
logo.
Yeah, that is what it was.
For when your Darty
was
turns
actually
to a
kinda fire.
Nardy.
It was a Spurs logo. You're right. All right. I don't know if he's gonna answer, but the text is out. All right. That's it. Actually, fun hang.
Enjoy your bachelor party,
yeah.
Dana.
Thank you, Dave.
All right. That's it, everyone.
We'll see
Thanks
you
for
later.
listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow.